With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Done good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got, and I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Taken down at the 42. The Ravens at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
At the 41-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now done for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Eagles 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 55 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Done good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Eagles 21, Ravens nothing.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a force.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Hey, 73.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. George Pickens, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete. Make him.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Swift diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now done for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Lamar changing the look.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to claw one back. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll try and run here with Swift. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
13.
And Jackson throwing once more. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 35, Ravens 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Swift going to try up the middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
63. No,
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it.
There he goes left side. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A carry, and it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now done for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Eagles 49, Ravens 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 3rd down and 7. Now a toss for Swift left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had 7. And now here is another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll run right here with Swift.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys,